Yes, Ophelia. Now, Ophelia has got some excerpts from Tennyson lyrically, and it's got some excerpts from Shakespeare, which isn't being done enough in pop music. So we thought we'd introduce that back into the mix, and this is why we've chosen this delightful
to really get the kids on board.
Yeah.
You know.
Why we've chosen this delightful urban location. Here we are in Twickenham Gardens.
Yeah, keeping it real.
Keeping it real amongst the sculptures. The whole pre-Raphaelite renaissance of romanticism, it was all about tits and arses.
Tits and arse, yeah.
So,
fantastic stuff.
The end of Ophelia features all the sounds of the forests of Longpre. It was and that whole place, that really did leave its mark on the record. It's a very, very romantic setting,
idyll.
And it's found its way onto the record.
That's beer-drenched idyll.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. We couldn't drink that Chimay beer because the whole session would just end. Nothing would happen for 24 hours. Modern Blues is the next track on the album. That's number 3.
Number 3.
And it's a sprightly little tune, isn't it?
Yes, reminiscent of a Peter Sellers moment.
Why Peter Sellers?
I don't know, being there. Peter Sellers being there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's when he's the gardener, Chauncey Gardner.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. It just makes me think of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen anybody who hasn't seen Being There? They should check it out. It's also got a great sequence where this man who has lived in a house for as long as you don't know how long he's been there. It could have been there his whole life. Leaves this house for the first time and steps out into the city. He's a gardener, and so he sees the world through the eyes of a child. Everything is growing, everything's moving with the seasons, and they cut him walking down the streets of Washington to Thus
Spake Zarathustra
by
Deodato. No, not by Richard Strauss.
Yes.
He did a film with Stephanie Beacham and fell in love with her. So he decided he wanted to marry her, even though she was married, and he went to her husband and said, I need to tell you that I have fallen in love with your wife and I'm going to ask her to marry me. And her husband said, what does Stephanie think about this? And he said, I haven't told her. I don't think it came to anything. Poor Peter.
Peter Sellers.
Pan. He did do all right with the ladies though, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a bit of a Peter Pan character, actually.
Yeah.